Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and we are leaving Windfall Island. Last time, let's see, we finished up the last quests we could do on Windfall Island at the moment. We did the Salvatore Squid minigame, and we did the kid minigame where we have to find the kids, and we talked to the teacher, Mrs. Marie. And this episode, we are heading to Dragon Roost Island. There's going to be, I guess, a single stop on the way, which is that right over there. But yeah, this is our first time sailing, so yeah, you can jump pressing ZR. Jumping is useful for when you want to make a really sharp turn. So you'll see here, like, turning is kind of slow, but if you jump and then hold the button, you kind of turn a little bit faster. But right here, really quick, we just want to go to Pawprint. Let's see, Pawprint Isle. Yeah, some of these are called islands, some of these are called Isle, but we want to talk to this guy up here in the front. This is the Salvage Corp team. Yeah, mighty fine boat you got there, bub. You must be searching for treasure on the seafloor too, aren't you? Well, you won't get any from us. But yeah, he just says a bunch of useless stuff. I don't really need to talk about it, but what you get from talking to him is another treasure chart, and that's 200 rupees. So this is our fourth one so far. So we're collecting quite a few already. But after we do this, yeah, we actually want to stop on this island because there's something we can get really quick. It's actually a piece of heart, and this will be our fourth one so far, so we will actually have a whole heart completed. And so this is Pawprint Isle, and if you talk to the guy on the potion shop, or I don't know if it's you from if you talk to him, but no, you hear it from the fish. The fish tells you that the potion guy actually goes to this island to get all of his chew jelly. And you'll see why in a second, because this place is filled with choo-choos. And I believe this is actually our first time seeing them. So there's multiple colored choo-choos. There's the red ones here. And then there's also green ones. And then here he dropped his chew jelly. So let's see, if we collect 4 of these and take them back to the potions guy, he will give us a free potion. And there should be some green ones eventually, but you'll notice there's some rocks here, so you can come back here once you get bombs and explore back there. There's nothing, anything too special back there. I think it's just some rupees, maybe a joy pendant or something, but this is what we came in here for. The 4th piece of heart, completing our very first heart container, and giving us 4 hearts. So we get 4 hearts before we go to the first real dungeon of the game, which is nice because, yeah, usually you do the first dungeon with 3 hearts. I mean, I guess if you consider Forsaken Fortress a dungeon, but I don't know if I really do specifically. I always consider Dragon Roost Cavern to be the first dungeon in this game, but either way, it doesn't matter. We have 4 hearts now, which is really nice, especially considering this is on hero mode and I get double damage done to me. But, yeah, sailing on the seas. I'll probably be cutting it out most of the time, but since this is the first time we've done it, I'm just going to, you know, show it for now. And you'll notice it's really slow. This is the original speed it was in the GameCube version of the game. But after you complete Dragon Roost Cavern, the dungeon on Dragon Roost, you get access to the Swift Sail, and that doubles your speed and automatically changes the direction of the wind, which pretty much takes out one of the biggest complaints about the game on the GameCube. And so the Swift Sail is actually like one of the best items you can get, and it's really important and makes the game just really, really fun, I think. Kinda, yeah, helps, you know, with the original complaints of the game. I'm just repeating myself. Alright. There on the horizon. That is our destination, Cotton. Dragon Roost Island. High atop this island's peak lives the Spirit of the Skies, a great dragon by the name of Valoo. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Just wait a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music in prayer to the gods. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. Now, there's tutorial stuff for the Wind Waker, and this is showing you that there's 3 different settings for it. So there's the, 3 notes, 4 notes, and then this is 6 notes. But we'll just get this over with. You just point the right joystick in the direction that it's showing, and this is pretty much like the Ocarina from Ocarina of Time. You'll have songs that will be important to use, and like the whole game is kind of based around this, for the most part. And there we go, the Wind Waker. Now, another nice thing about this is that it's not placed on your item selection. It's placed up on the D-pad, so it's always there. And that's the same for when you're on the boat. Now, back there is the Wind Shrine, and that's where you learn the Wind Song, but do not learn that just yet. If you do that, there'll be a character that you will not be able to take a picture of. For some reason, there's a character here that just disappears after you, complete certain parts of the game. And, yeah, he'll disappear forever and you lose your chance to take a picture of him. So when you get here, the first thing you want to do is just head right inside so that you can get this guy's picture. And then here we have to sidle along the wall. But I expected the sailing to take a little bit longer than it did, but I was going to mention that, like I've said, this Let's Play is going to be 100%, but I'm going to do everything, I guess, I'm going to collect all of the items, pretty much, as soon as you can get them. And here we have a shortcut, then you can pull the bottom one out. And this guy is, I believe his name is Quill, I looked it up. Cotton, is that you? It is, I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say, you've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister, is she... Is that so? Well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I have an idea, Cotton. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Aerie. It's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Cotton. I'll be waiting. A couple of words that could be pronounced a couple of different ways, so I'm not entirely sure if I said them right, but I don't really care. But, yeah, I'm going to collect all of the items pretty much as soon as you can collect them, but I'm not going to go out of my way for them. So I'm going to try to make it as seamless and as soon as possible to collect a lot of these islands, which I'll go into more detail as we get to it. Well, have you discovered the cause of the Great Valoo's anger? Ah, so you are Cotton, are you? Quill has told me all about you. A troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there's anything we can do to help you. We shall do everything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you can see, we of the Rito tribe are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit Valoo. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragon Roost to receive a scale from the great dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Recently, however, the once gentle Valoo has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Valoo on Dragon Roost. They will remain wingless, and in time, our very way of life will be threatened. As chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Chieftain, what do you think of consulting Cotton with regards to your son, Prince Komali? As you can see, Cotton is a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Komali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. That may be. Let me be direct, my son Komali is of the age to earn his wings, yet he is weak in some ways, and in light of the current situation, he may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give my son. A young girl named Medli is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I am counting on you. Here, Cotton, take this with you. Who knows, it might come in handy. And we get the delivery bag. Finely crafted bags like this are used by Rito postmen everywhere. With so many pockets, it can hold many items. You should find Medli in one of the upper rooms. Leave the Great Valoo to us. In the meantime, do your best to aid Prince Komali. So, the delivery bag is pretty much just used to carry certain things like letters and all that. And let's see, it's this guy, I believe. So, he's telling us that this island has the dangerous bomb flowers. And I'm just gonna check to make sure that this is the right guy. No, it is not. Let's see, so the guy you need to take the picture of is Kogali. And it's hard to tell because all of these guys look so similar. And it's not this one. There's Medli. I think I'll just cut to whenever I find him. Okay, I found out where he is. So he's actually up top outside. Now, apparently, for whatever reason, he kind of disappears after you complete the dungeon here. And that is him right there. That's Kogali. So you'll want to take his picture before you continue on anywhere. And yeah, I didn't do the wind song because I think that might also make him disappear, but I'm not too sure. This guy, you can take his picture later if you want to. Right there, I mean, he'd have his back towards you, so it's hard to take his picture where he is right there, but yeah, you'll get a chance to later. But first, I want to do this. I'll talk to this guy. And this is the, like, mail room, I suppose. He asks if you want to help. And so, say yes. And he'll give you a bunch of letters to sort. And so each letter has a symbol on it, and you have to sort about as many as you can. I can't remember how many you have to do the first time. But it might be a little difficult like the first time you do it, but as you kind of practice it like a couple of times, it gets pretty easy. And it's really not too difficult, you know. I mean, it might seem really hard the first time you try, but as you keep doing it, like it doesn't get so bad. And also talking while doing this is kind of difficult, but hey, 27. 27 letters, you pass. Okay, you get one rupee for every 2 letters, and that comes to a grand total of 13 rupees. And he says we can come back anytime, so let's talk to him again. You ready for work? Yes. Yep. See if you can sort 20 or more letters. Yeah, okay, so we did 27 last time, or I did 27. Dang it. If you get it wrong, it just does that. It doesn't count against you. You just, you know, lose out on the, you know, kind of valuable time you spent trying to, you know, get it in the wrong one. I'm concentrating right now. I'm not entirely sure of what I'm saying, but yeah, this is probably the last time I'll show this because it's really just the same thing over and over again. But, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. 26 letters. This time it's 1 rupee per letter, so I get 26 rupees. The higher your salary becomes. The better you do, the higher your salary becomes. That's economics. Need some work? Sure. See if you can sort 25 letters or more, and your salary will really jump. So I'll just cut this one out. Okay, 29 letters. 29 letters! You have amazing coordination. I'm stupefied, incredulous. We veterans do this all day, and we have a hard time reaching that amount. 3 rupees per letter comes to 87 rupees. Not too bad. And so he's saying he's heard all about us, but yeah, that's the last time we can do that. And it's actually important to do that. We'll get a piece of heart for doing this. Not quite yet, but we just need to get it started. But here is Medli, who we needed to talk to. Wow, you really do have blue clothes with a picture of a crawfish on them. You're Cotton, right? Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the great sky spirit Valoo. My name is Medli. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. Cotton, he wants you to give this directly to Prince Komali. And we get father's letter. It is a letter from a father addressed to his son. The room way in the back on the first floor is Prince Komali's room. You have to go down a couple of steps to get there. When you meet Prince Komali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. By the way, listen, Cotton. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Could you please come to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. Okay. And so that's exactly what our delivery bag is for. It just carries letters and certain things like that. Just, you know, another sort of like collectible item that, you know, they just, I guess, you know, put a bag in here to be useful. But there's Prince Komali with Din's Pearl, which is what we need. Who are you supposed to be? Oh, whoops, I forgot the letter. Wow, that's brilliant. A letter? From my father? Oh, sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still has to get a scale from Valoo. You're in this letter too, you know. Poking your nose in other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? Sorry, but I really don't feel like going to see Valoo right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a scale from him when he's so upset? What, are you trying to say that you can calm Valoo down? That's just a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I'll tell you what, if you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on Dragon Roost to get the Valoo, then I'll listen to anything you say. So he's pretty much telling us that we have to complete the entire dungeon and stop Valoo from being so angry, or at least figure out why. So you heard him, and then you remember what Medli said. She wants to meet us outside, which... yes, that is this one here. Yeah, it's very dry out here, as you can see. But Medli's down there waiting for us, so I think we can go talk to her. Hey, you actually came. I'm really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need help desperately. You see this place? There used to be a spring here, surrounded by a beautiful pond. It was peaceful and lovely. But then the great Valoo, he became so angry, and in his rage, he shook the mountain, and this boulder crashed down, plugging the spring. You can see the result. Oh, but where's my mind? Tell me, how is Prince Komali? Oh, that doesn't sound right. Not at all. I may be partially to blame for the bad turn that Prince Komali's taken. See, Prince Komali's grandmother was the great Valoo's former attendant. She was an amazing woman. I was honored to have her as my teacher. She was kind and brave and unsurpassed in her dealings with the great Valoo. I'm not yet worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as her. If only I'd possessed some of her strength, I'm sure Prince Komali would have felt more secure. I'm sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I want to go to the small shrine that's near the peak of Dragon Roost, but that ledge over there is so high. If I could get some wind under my wings, I'm sure I could get up there. So, will you help me? Sure. Thank you so much. Okay, pick me up. Then face that ledge and toss me. And so you'll notice that the wind keeps changing direction, so we have to wait for the wind to go in the direction we want it in order for her to make it all the way up there. And so this mechanic here, like picking her up and kind of having her at her side, this will show up later in the game, which is one of the coolest things about this game and what I really hope to see happen in future Zelda games. But I'll you know, I'll talk about that once we get to it, and I think the wind's in the right direction. It is. Thank you. I think I'll be able to climb Dragon Roost and meet with the Great Valoo. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I may be just an apprentice attendant, but I can understand some of the Great Valoo's language. I'm not exactly bursting with confidence, but look, if anything happens to me, please look after Prince Komali. This is all I have to give you. I know it's not much, but please take it. And we get our first empty bottle. Oh, and please don't tell anyone that I'm climbing Dragon Roost. It'll be our secret, okay? Well, good luck to both of us. Now, bottles are a regular staple of the Zelda series, so you should probably know how it works. You can store things like water or fairies or any other type of item and save it for later. But what we want to do here is get some water and put it on those bomb plants so that we can break that boulder and then get the spring going. And then we can just swim all the way across. So just empty it out on top here. And then the bomb flower gets restored, and then we can throw it about right on top. There we go. And after doing this, we are just one step away from actually going inside the next dungeon. Or the first dungeon, I guess, however you want to say it. Get over this. Get over! Oh, jeez, gotta go around. But all you need to do is just swim across. Real simple right here. This part up here, it can be a little tricky. Yeah, I don't usually get it on my first try. First one's usually not too bad. I can get that one. But it's the second one, I don't think I have enough time. I'll just get rid of it. Let's see. Just try to... Nope. You don't want to touch the lava. You'll, like, restart from the, like, last door you came through, which... I'm spending too much time trying to line up my shot there. There we go. Yes, I got it. I almost thought I missed for a second. And so I'm going to end the video off here. So, next time we will go into Dragon Roost Cavern. I will see you then.